Hello everyone. Today's a beautiful day. I just woke up not long ago, and today is a special day for me because I have reached today 5 months sobriety of no caffeine, no soft drinks, no Red Bull, no chocolate, no teas, no any type of teas except for herbal tea, which is a caffeine-free tea. So what's happened in the past 5 months is that first month I went caffeine free, soft drink free, energy drink free, was hell. That first month I had extreme fatigue all the way through to about 3.5 months. 3.5 months in, I'm still feeling lethargic, very tired, very fatigued. My sleep quality improved that first month. My sleep quality was improving by the day. Today I'm sleeping wonderfully. I have deep quality sleep. I sleep and I rest. I don't wake up during the nights to go toilet. I actually rest. I have nice, good dreams. I'm dreaming now. Dreaming. I remember what I dream. Um, I just when I have a dream, it's a happy dream. Like I can actually remember it, which feels really good. Um, Also, I'm much more confident, less anxiety. My appearance, my skin looks much greater than before. This is partly due to quitting smoking also. Today's my fourth month, 4 months and 5 days now that I've been smoke free. So to go from basically on the 10th of December, I quit caffeine, soft drinks, um, and energy drinks. So, and then about 2 weeks later after that, 23 days later, I quit smoking. So basically on the 2nd of January, I was caffeine free, smoke free, energy drink free, tea free. So to be able to change my life from 2nd of Jan to up to now is a massive um, health change for me. I feel so much different than I used to feel before. Today I feel amazing. I have energy. I have a better metabolism. My body's thanking me. I feel so much healthier inside, and just to not be able to, and just to cut down on the sugar that I used to drink from the coffee. From the coffee alone, I was drinking 204 calories a day, just from the coffee, from the white sugar, which I saved up till now 4.4 kilograms until now of white sugar, just from the coffee that I used to drink, that I used to put the white sugar inside the coffee. Not counting the soft drinks and not counting the Red Bulls that I used to drink. I used to drink 2 Red Bulls a day, roughly. Sometimes one Red Bull a day, but mostly two times a day. I used to drink 2 Red Bulls for the day. And to top that off, one Red Bull has the amount of sugar of something, but one Red Bull, for example, is your daily intake of how much sugar you're supposed to have for the day. So I was having two. I was having double of what I was supposed to have, plus the coffee, and sometimes Coke or Fanta or Sprite I would be having. But since I've changed my lifestyle, I'm much healthier today. I'm much more energized. I'm much more focused. I'm much more concentrated. I'm much less tired. I'm much more productive. Much more positive. Much more confident within myself. Much more increased self-esteem. Less shyness. Higher EQ levels. I have higher EQ levels. I'm better managing emotions for myself. I'm better regulating stress. I'm less stressed than I was before. I have less worries in life. I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. I'm more disciplined today. I'm much more healthier. I'm much more on a higher frequency level than I was before. I look better. My image just looks better. I'm doing much more things in life effectively the way I'm supposed to be doing it. compared to before, compared to how I was before. I used to weigh 116 kilos, 113 kilos I used to weigh. Today I am 97 kilos. About 97. I may have lost some weight now, but I feel much more greater than I did. I eat in the mornings now. I eat a big dinner. It's like a big dinner for myself in the morning. I wake up, I need 4 eggs. I have some toast, and I have some mi goreng noodles with a bit of soup in the morning. And I eat it all. I eat it all, and I feel much more filled in the morning. I wake up, I have to go to the toilet without the coffee. So I used to drink coffee so I could go to the toilet. So it can give me that acidic thing to clean out my system. But now I wake up, straight away, I used to go, when I used to drink the coffee, I used to go to turn on the boiling water. I used to put coffee in. Now I find myself craving a bit of sugar when I wake up. So the first thing I do is I put some honey honey with some hot water. And I turn on the hot water, put some honey with hot water, and I drink just a bit of sugar, just so I feel myself craving a bit of sugar in the morning. So it's like a sort of like I used to crave cigarettes in the morning and coffee, and the coffee hit. Now I crave a bit of sugar, a bit of honey, or a bit of just something sweet, just for myself to ease my mind. But I find that a lot better than craving cigarettes and coffee in the morning. From the lifestyle I had before, drinking 5 coffees a day, 2 Red Bulls on top of that, drinking Coke here and there, not hardly any water. Sometimes I drink water when I used to before, and also 20 cigarettes a day to 40 cigarettes a day, to compare to now, 5 months later, caffeine free for 5 months, soft drink free for 5 months, tea, green tea, black tea, I've been caffeine free for 5 months, soft drink free, energy drink free, Red Bull, no Red Bulls, no V for 5 months. No cigarettes, not one cigarette, not one puff for 5 months. Compared to that lifestyle, compared to now, is a massive shift in my health, in the way I feel right now. Also, I'm much more positive, much more clarity, I'm much more thinking clearly where I want to go. I'm much more productive, I'm much more, how do I improve my life? I'm much more invested in myself now than I was before. I much more have a positive future for myself now than I did before. I'm much less worried about my image and how I look as a person. I look better through the skin. I groom myself much more than I did before. I take care of myself much more than I did before. I have more self-love, more self-respect, more love for myself, more acceptance for myself. I'm much more confident in my shoes, much more content and grounded in my shoes because I quit. I'm sleeping better. Concentration and focus levels are through the roof. I'm able to concentrate on what I want to say as a person and what I'm doing also. So for example, if I'm doing a certain task, I'm able to focus on that task for long periods of time. For a long period of time, I am able to focus and get that task done for myself. It's not actually a task, it's something that's productive for myself. So for example, when I read, I'm much more sharper hearing. I have sharper hearing. I'm able to listen when I miss one little word. When I miss one little word from what the guy said, I rewind 30 seconds because I missed a vital word through that sentence. Because if I don't rewind, I'm going to go thinking of what that word was that he said. So I'm much more focused. I'm much more listening to what people have to say. I'm much more better with my body language and my tone of voice, and also the way I present myself as a person throughout life. So if I go to a shopping center, if I go out somewhere, I'm dressed really nice as a person. You can see the way I present myself, that what's happening on the outside is happening within me. So if I'm shining on the outside, if my skin's glowing and I'm looking really good as a person, that's happening inside me right now as a person. So people are able to realize that, hey, this guy is looking good. He's glowing skin. He looks like he's taking care of himself. So basically I am doing that right now. I'm also grooming myself more as a person. Throughout the day, if I haven't eaten something, for example, if I'm driving home and I see a McDonald's or a KFC, I don't go and drive through. I don't go to the KFC. I don't go to eat a big fat burger or a cheeseburger or anything unhealthy or any of the fast food restaurants you see out there. I may go to a restaurant once a week, twice a week, just to have something new for dinner or something new I've never tried. But to go to Macca's, to have a cheeseburger, to have hot chips, I haven't had hot chips for 2 months now, or over 2 months. So I stay hungry, to be honest. I stay hungry. I drink some water if I have it in my car, and I get home and then I eat what I have in the fridge that is healthy for myself. But to be able to change from a lifestyle that you're not eating very healthy to a lifestyle where you are eating very healthy is a big shift, and big shift in your discipline and the way you handle yourself, the way you, for example, each time you go to the fridge, you have to, instead of eating something unhealthy, you have to make a conscious decision to, instead of eating sausage rolls, to eat an apple, for example. So every time you enter a fridge, you have to change your discipline until it's a part of daily life, until it's a part of who you are as a person. So to change from a meat lover to a vegan lover is a big, massive shift in focus, in concentration, and also your mind. So a lot of people mistake vegans for weak people, but the vegans are really strong people. They are more spiritual than the people that eat meat, as opposed to those that eat more vegetables, that eat more alkaline foods. The people that eat more alkaline foods have more energy, are lighter, feel lighter as people, and also feel much better, are more spiritual people, and much more kind in general. But also, just to be able to change my life from the way I was to right now is a massive shift for myself in another direction. It's just a totally different direction. So before, when I was smoking, I was going downhill. No matter what was happening, I was going downhill because I was going downhill in my health. But as soon as I quit, instead of going down, when I quit, I'm like this, I started going up in health. So my health may be declining over the years, but it's declining much slower, at a slower rate than it was while I was smoking. So if I continue to smoke today, in 20 years time, 30 years time, in 30 years time, I would save myself $210,000, Australian dollars, in that period of time. Because here, a packet of cigarettes is $20 for a 20 pack, which is $1 for one cigarette. $1 for one cigarette, which is very expensive. So I saved myself in 30 years time. I stopped myself and I prevented myself from being broke in 30 years time. I gave myself a big financial boost and income in my life. $7,300 I save a year just by not smoking. My breathing is much better than it was when I used to smoke. I'm much more fitter than I ever have been in my life today, right now. I'm able to run 10 kilometers within an hour, 6 days in a row, which I've tried about a couple of weeks ago. I have much more fitness level, much more circulation throughout my body. I feel much more determined, much more motivated. I built resilience for myself. Resilience. I'm able to bounce back faster than I did while I was smoking, while I was drinking coffee. I'm much less worried about my future and how things are going to turn out. Because what's most important for your life is that you're healthy as a person. If you're healthy, you are actually doing very well in life. If you're healthy. If you're not healthy, you're not doing very well. So basically what I want to explain also is that if you have, for example, if you have bad health and you have a lot of money, that money is going to actually amplify you to decrease your health. But if you're very healthy and you earn a lot of money, that's going to amplify you to become even healthier. So money is a tool that amplifies who you are today as a person. So if you are decreasing your health as a person today, if you have a lot of money, you are going to decrease your health even more. Because, for example, if you're smoking today, and for example, if I was smoking today and I had $10 million, I would probably be a smoker even further because I have a lot of money, right? So basically all I'm trying to say is that money amplifies who you are as a person. So if you have bad habits, if you have a lot of money, you're going to amplify those bad habits for yourself. If you have good habits and you have a lot of money, you're going to amplify those good habits for yourself. But it's just amazing how I feel today. I feel so much more different. I feel so much more energy within me. I feel so much more brighter as a person. I communicate much better than I did. Heaps more better than I did as a person. My body language, I'm aware of my surroundings. I better regulate my emotions as a person. I better manage my emotions, my impulse control, my impulses. I better regulate and better control myself. I'm much more better with my social skills. And also I'm much more aware. And I'm on a higher playing field. I'm on a higher vibration than I was before. But each day I go smoke free, each day I go caffeine free, each day I go soft drink free or without the sugar that I used to eat. The healthier I am getting as a person and the more of my frequency and vibration is being uplifted and being getting higher and higher by the day. I'm getting healthier and healthier by the day. I'm also getting healthier and fitter by the day. I'm getting smarter by the day and my future's looking bright. I'm much more present in this moment, much more focused, much more concentrated than I used to be. I'm much more better looking than I was 5 months ago. And I'm much more confident within myself, much more content, much more kind to myself, much more respecting to myself, much more accepting to myself. My self-worth has grown in the past 5 months. My spirituality as a person, my spiritual side has grown. It's lifted. I'm much more of an adult today than I was 5 months ago. I've grown in my maturity, in my growth, in the way I handle adversity. If I'm handling adversity, I handle it much better than I used to when I was smoking cigarettes and drinking coffee. I'm able to withstand. I'm able to handle pressure better than I used to while I was smoking and drinking coffee. I'm able to push myself harder than I did. I'm able to take more action, be more productive. I'm able to get more done in the future because I quit smoking and coffee and cut down on sugar. I'm able to live a longer life for myself. I'm able to be more abundant, more prosperous. This year has been very prosperous for me as a person because I've quit smoking, which is a big one. Because if you smoke, you're basically declining in health all your life. The more you smoke, the more you decline in your health. The more you drink coffee, the more you have a chance of becoming a diabetic later on in life. The more you drink soft drinks, the more you ruin your teeth. The more you are ruining your teeth because basically coffee, caffeine, Red Bulls, all acidic. It's got acids inside the soft drinks, the the Red Bull, and tea also has acidics, the ones that have caffeine. So basically this all rots your teeth over time. So if you continue to drink these kind of things for the next 5-10 years, you might lose a tooth earlier than it's supposed to actually come out. So you might lose it 5 years earlier. You might lose it 2 years earlier. You might lose it. I just know you're going to lose your teeth earlier in life if you keep on drinking acidic drinks. Drinks that are fizzy, drinks that have caffeine, drinks that have a lot of sugar inside. But to also cut down on sugar is a massive lift for your nervous system and also your body, your metabolism, your immune system. You fight colds better, even if you quit smoking as well. If you quit all these things, you're fighting colds better, sickness, illness, you're preventing cancer, you're preventing heart disease, you're preventing a heart attack, you're preventing emphysema as a person. You have better relationships if you're becoming healthier in life. You have better relationships, you have higher EQ, you manage your emotions better, you master yourself, you master your health, you master your, you get to know yourself more. You become more of an adult, you become more mature, you grow more as a person, you become stronger, The healthier you are, the better you are doing in life. And I know over time, our lungs and our body functions over time are decreasing. But if you keep fit every single day, even if you walk 2-3 kilometers every single day, it's going to do a massive difference for your life. There's a saying, if you eat 1 apple a day, it will keep the doctors away, which is very true. I've just read a book on Jim Rohn, his book, The Ultimate Pack. All these best lectures that he used to say in his life. He's actually passed away in 2008, but I got a chance to listen to Jim Rohn, and a 10-hour, 11-hour book, and that changed my life. His first chapter on responsibility changed my life straight away. That first chapter, the first hour that I listened, I was amazed. And he basically said his father was 93 years old, something like that. And his father used to, every single morning, eat an apple, have a grape juice, and something else. But he kept that up for over half his life. He did that, and he lived to 93 years old. So it's amazing. Jim Rohn is actually an amazing person to get his philosophy through life, because he was a millionaire. So if you learn from millionaires, you're going to pick up their thinking. It's their thinking that made them millionaires today. If you're not rich today, if you're not a millionaire, if you're not a multimillionaire, if you're not a billionaire, it's not a problem with the system or the government or what's happening in the world. The problem is with you. The problem is with your philosophy on how you view things. The problem is with your belief system, what you think about money. The problem is with how you think as a person. Change your thinking, change your life, and you'll become a millionaire as a person. If you learn from millionaires, you're going to pick up their traits. Their traits are going to rub off on you. You're going to start doing what they do. And when you do what millionaires do, you're going to become a millionaire yourself. Because you picked up their philosophy. You picked up how they think as a person. So if you quit smoking today, if you quit caffeine, if you quit soft drinks, if you quit tea, if you quit chocolate, if you quit eating chocolate, if you start eating right today, if you let go of some foods, like processed foods, like McDonald's, if you let go of that, if you let go of KFC, if you let go of sausage rolls, meat pies, pizza, if you let go of these things, if you let go of vinegar or anything unhealthy that's unhealthy, if you let go of bread, if you let go of certain foods, and transition yourself into a vegan lifestyle that is more alkaline today, that's more going to give you light energy, make you feel lighter, make you feel much more spiritual in life. The more you transition yourself into an alkaline state of mind and state of way of living, the vegan life, the higher spiritual life is the vegan life. To be honest, it is. The more happier you're going to be. If you drop cigarettes, guarantee you're going to be happy in life. You're going to be happier than you were on cigarettes. You're going to be much more positive, heaps more positive, because this is what happens when you quit smoking. you have no more withdrawals. So I'm able to go to a beach today. I'm able to sit at the beach and not be a smoker over there. So I'm able to sit at the beach and just not even feel any withdrawals while I'm there, which is amazing. I'm able to go on for a walk. I'm able to not harm anyone around me. I'm able to care for myself, respect my body, respect myself, respect my teeth, respect the way I look as a person. You know, straight away I got myself a social promotion in life. I'm able to have a better relationship with the people who are in my circle of friends, with my family. I'm able to save my money heaps more. I'm able to have a richer lifestyle for myself because I'm not smoking today. You know, so to quit smoking is something tremendous. It's something incredible that you can do for your health, that you can do for yourself. So is caffeine. Caffeine is another big one to quit because over time, the more you drink caffeine, Red Bulls, the V, you know, the more you drink it over time, the more your health is declining because Red Bull has a lot of sugar in it. Sugar declines your health over time. The more sugar you drink in daily life today, the more later on down the line you're going to be someone who is declining in health and is going to, hopefully not, but might get diabetes, might get some diseases or some illness because of sugar, okay? Caffeine causes a lot of cancers. Caffeine is bad for your teeth. Caffeine is it doesn't make you sleep. So you go throughout the night. You know, you could be 3 in the morning. You could be drinking caffeine, and you'll be at 10 in the morning. You go sleep because caffeine makes you alert, makes you high, makes you can't even able to fall asleep. You know, I'm able to fall asleep now within less than 10 minutes because I don't drink caffeine. I don't drink Red Bull during the day. You know, caffeine, they've said that it lasts 24 hours in your system from when you drink it. So if you wake up 6 in the morning, you have yourself a coffee, that coffee is going to be in your system until 6 in the morning the next day. So caffeine is constantly processing throughout your body. And plus, for myself personally, for a drug to be able to control me, to say I wake up in the morning, then I have to go and put a coffee for myself because if I don't drink that coffee, I'm not able to function. Yeah, there's something wrong with that. There's something that's not normal there. You know, I want to be able to wake up and just like be able to be free from the coffee, be free from cigarettes, not even have it in my mind. You know, be clear, just be able to get up, have a shower, and just go wherever I'm supposed to go. Instead of having to sit down, smoke a few cigarettes, have a coffee, waste 30 minutes of my life, and basically not do much. You know, it will just save you a lot more time if you are smoke-free and caffeine-free in life. And also, it will save your health if you drop the sugar in your life. So if you are a soft drinker, if you like Coke, if you like Fanta, if you like Sprite, you know, maybe you can drop out slowly. Maybe you can, instead of drinking the Fanta, you can drink the Sprite and the Coke for the first month. So drop out the Sprite. The next month, drop out the Fanta, just drink the Coke. For the next month after that, only drink half a Coke every single day instead of a whole Coke. Then slowly just drop over time. The caffeine, I suggest you don't drop it cold turkey if you drank 3 to 5 coffees a day and plus Red Bulls if you drank Red Bulls. I suggest you drop out slowly. So maybe for the first week, you drink, say if you drink 3 coffees a day, for that first week, drink 2 coffees a day for the first week. For the second week, drink 2 coffees a day. For the third week, drink 2 coffees a day. For the fourth week, drink 2 coffees a day. For the second month, drink 1 coffee a day. Drink 1 coffee, or you can go drink 2 coffees up to Wednesday, and then drink 1 coffee for the rest of the week, and then continue like that for the month. And drop out slowly. Slowly drop out your coffee intake. Over time, this is gonna prevent you from having lethargy, from being, you know, tired, really tired as a person, and it's going to prevent you from feeling a lot of fatigue and depression and low concentration, low focus. So if you drop out slowly, you're going to prevent from feeling like this. But also, if you drop out slowly, it's much better for you to drop it out slowly, because it's just gonna be a much smoother ride than going cold turkey like I did. You know, my way is much more faster, but there's much more lethargy, much more fatigue that you have to go through, which is much more difficult than dropping out slowly. But also soft drinks. I just want to say, for the Red Bulls, what Red Bulls do, I can actually tell how much a Red Bull can potentially hurt your confidence and hurt your nervous system and immune system. It's amazing how one little Red Bull like this can devastate your confidence. It makes you jittery. But you can just feel it. You can feel it when you drop out Red Bulls and caffeine. You can feel how much more confident you are, and how much your body loves you more, and how much you feel much more better inside when you are not drinking coffee and Red Bull. Especially the Red Bull, you can just tell how much that, when you have a Red Bull, basically you're having a dopamine spike. You have a really big spike, and when you get off it for 5 months, you have no longer that spike, but you have much more smoother energy throughout the day. So to be able to quit the Red Bulls and be in a state of Red Bull free for 5 months, you actually feel a massive difference on what that Red Bull, how that devastates you as a person, how much that decreases your health over time. A Red Bull will probably decline your health 4 times more than an actual coffee does, to be honest, because of the sugar within the Red Bull. There's 25 grams of sugar in one Red Bull. So there was one night I went to a club night, RSL club here nearby, and what happened was that night I drank 8 Vs, but there's a lot of sugar in that. But now, because I quit, I can actually feel how devastating a Red Bull can be to your health. And I didn't know that at all. There was people telling me, how bad Red Bulls are for your health. And I was like, I'm all right now. Like, I'm still young, this, that. I took my health for granted as a person. I didn't respect my health while I was young. But luckily, I'm still 25 today, in my 25th year. And I realized early on that my health is much more important today than later on. Later on, if I have no health for the next 20 years, I'm not gonna be having the life I want or the life I deserve. I don't get what I want in life. I get what I deserve. So if I'm healthy as a person and I quit this stuff and I become more attractive, I'm gonna attract more potential women that I'm attractive. So the more I become attractive, the more I'll attract attractive people around me. So basically like that. If you have a lot of money but you have no health, that money is nothing. Because you're lacking in the biggest area of all, and which is your health. If you have your health, you're doing great as a person. So always take care of your health. Always look to take care of yourself, to love yourself, brush your teeth, groom yourself. Groom yourself, honest. Have a shower every single day. Even if you're not dirty, have a shower. Brush your teeth. If you brush your teeth every single day, just once a day or twice a day, morning and night, for 3 months, 4 months, brushing your teeth, you come to the toilet, you'll be like, yes, I just went to the toilet, I had to do some, I had to just flush the toilet. You look in the mirror, you're like, I didn't brush my teeth. All right, It's become so natural just to brush your teeth straight away. You don't even have to think about it. It's just a normal part of your routine. So any habit that you want to cultivate, in life, if you keep doing it over and over and over, eventually that habit becomes a part of who you are. It just becomes automatic. For example, me, for 3 years straight, I read 1 hour a day. I managed to read 1 hour and 10 minutes a day for 3 years. You know, so some days I skipped 3 days, I skipped 4 days, I skipped 2 days, I skipped 1 day. You know, but I made up for it on other days. One day I read 9 hours straight, 8 hours straight, but over 3 years I've kept consistent 1 hour a day. You know, that's 365. Well, basically now I just calculated it earlier today, but also, which is 385 hours a year I read. So that's basically just a bit more than an hour and 10 minutes, which is pretty good. You know, to be able to keep myself consistent is a great thing for me. You know, because if you're not consistent in anything in life, you know, you're not going to form good habits. You know, if you're not consistent with it. You know, the rich people, they form good habits which are easy to live with. The negative people, you know, they form hard habits that are hard to live with. You know, for example, smoking. That's very hard to. It's a very hard life when you're smoking. You know, for myself, when I'm reading, it's natural for me to read. It's natural. I can straight away after this video, I can just put on an hour and listen to Jim Rohn for an hour, one of his speeches, you know, on YouTube. You know, it doesn't cost me anything. I have internet. You know, I can just put an hour in my mind of his philosophy, of his millionaire mindset, pick up one skill from just even one skill, pick up something really good from his what he's told me. And that's going to improve me as a person. If I pick up, every time I read, I pick up a few skills, maybe even more than a few skills I read. I pick up, every time I read. You know, over time, you pick up a few skills every single day for a year. You know, later on, you know, you're going to become someone of high skill. You know, you're going to have much more skills in life. You know, the more you pick up skills and the more skillful you are, the more you're going to earn in life. The more you're going to become mature, the more you're going to succeed. You know, if you continue to read for the next 10 years, you're going to become a much different person today. For example, you're going to become a much different person in 10 years' time than you are today. You're going to become a higher version of yourself. You're going to become someone who's more educated, who's more wise, who's much more efficient and a high performer. Someone who's much more healthy and much more successful, happy and fulfilled. If you continue to read every single day, you know, it's a benefit for yourself. You actually, when you invest time in your mindset, when you invest in your mindset, you know, later on down the line, you are saving yourself a lot of time. You know, a lot of financial freedom, a lot of time to travel, a lot of time to do the things you love to do. You know, if you're not reading, you're actually dying as a person. You're not growing as a person. You know, there's John Maxwell. He says, to grow, you have to intentionally grow as a person. You know, Brian Tracy, Jim Rohn said, 99% of learning is intentional. It's intentional. The 1% is from what you learn from just going out to the coffee shop, going to somewhere, event or something. 99% is what you learn in your own time, by yourself, to invest in yourself, in your passion, something you do intentionally to learn. That's 99% of what you learn. You know? So if you're not learning, you're dying. You know? You know, that's just the way it is. You have to keep growing every single day. You know, it doesn't get easier. You know, there was in Jim Rohn's book, he said, you know, don't wish life were easier, wish you were better. You know, he said, don't wish life were easier, wish for more skills. You know, don't wish the challenge was easier, wish you were stronger. You know, that's what he says. You know, wish for more skills, gain more wisdom. You know, he's like, don't wish the challenge. I'll try to repeat it because I didn't say it properly. He says, don't wish life were easier, wish you were better. Don't wish life was, how's it go? Don't wish the challenges were easier, wish you were stronger. And then the other saying was gain more wisdom, gain more skills, and get stronger as a person. Yeah, so this is the things that you should be doing in life. You should be setting goals, planning, counting your blessings every single day. You know, it's going to all increase your happiness. You know, but to quit smoking and to quit caffeine, to quit soft drinks, You know, this is a big health boost for me. I was actually shocked. The first 3 months, my body went through a shock. I was like, what's going on? You know, just like, it's just a big disruption in my nervous system. It was like a big atomic bomb went off in the world. So that's how I felt, like just like a big shook. I got shaken. I was like, what's happening? And it was a slow transition after I felt that fourth month. I was starting to feel much more better than the past 3 months. And this now the 5th month, today's my 5th month exactly. I feel if I keep up on this track, which, you know, I am already keeping up with it, but in the future, if I keep up with it today, you know, I'm gonna have a much better life than drinking coffee and smoking cigarettes and drinking soft drinks. I'm gonna have a much positive future for myself in the process, for myself. I did this for myself. I didn't do it for anyone else. You know, if you're gonna succeed in life, you succeed for yourself. You don't succeed for your mom. You don't succeed for your parents or for your wife. You succeed for you. Yeah, you do it for yourself. Yeah, no one's gonna change your life, but you. You're the only person that can change your life. You know, if you want your circumstance or your life to get better, you have to get better as a person. You know, so thank you very much for watching. If you watched up to this, up to 41 minutes, I thank you very much. I don't make much videos for myself, but you know, today I just wanted to explain all this stuff. And I thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Hi all, I just wanted to teach you one cool technique that I've been talking about in my past videos, and it's called acceptance. So accepting with the Gaya Mudra, doing the Gaya Mudra and saying to yourself, every time I am in the Gaya Mudra, I am accepting. And what this will do is you'll just become much more peaceful, you'll become much more confident, you'll be much able to move forward in life, and you'll be much able to communicate to people and to hold yourself together, and also to accept what happens in the world, and to accept what happened in the past, to accept what happened in the future, and also to accept this moment. And the more you keep accepting with the Gaya Mudra, the better it is for you, because you are going to be accepting and you're not going to be regretting what happened or what's about to happen. You're not going to fall into anxiety for the future. You're going to be surrendering to this moment, so you're accepting this moment as it is. You know, because sometimes the ego, we all have a ego, a false sense of self. So there are people that use drugs, all these kind of things, and they feed their mind. They soothe their ego, you know, because they love to think, kind of thing. And the more you keep thinking, the more you want to abuse some type of drugs so you can stimulate your thinking. So what acceptance does is, when you accept, right, you might get a thought, for example, go put the cup in the sink. For example, there's 4 cups on the table, and you think it's a reasonable thing to do before your parents wake up, or before someone comes into the room and sees 4 cups on the table or something. You think it's reasonable. You just, by accepting, while you're accepting, that thought comes to you, and you're like, yeah, I accept that thought. I accept what I just thought, but I don't have to stand up right now and go do it. You know, you don't have to necessarily follow your thoughts all the time. So you might get a thought about something, and then that thought might urge you to go and do that, whatever you thought about. You know, but what you want to be doing is you want to be observing your thoughts and accepting it, and not reacting to what you're thinking. All right, you don't want your thoughts to control your movement. You want to be able to be in control of your thoughts. So you want to be able to see a thought and not react to it. Oh, that's a very good idea, but I think for now this is reasonable for me to sit here and continue focusing on this video that I'm watching, instead of breaking apart the video so that I have to go do that. I might as well just have a learning curve and focus on this one thing for now, so I don't have to multitask. So I can just focus on this thing because it's more important than the other thing. right? So basically what I'm saying is you want to be able to focus right now. You want to be able to focus on a certain task that you're doing. But if you follow your thoughts, that task, say you might be learning something and some idea comes to your head, and then you stop the video and then you just go do that other thing that you're about to do. But when you're observing it and you accept the thought, you say to yourself, no, that's all right. I'm not going to follow this thought. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing right now. I don't want my thoughts to control my actions. Because when you start thinking about a certain idea comes to your head, and then you go and follow that idea. That means you're out of this moment. The moment, every time you follow an idea, you are thinking. When you are thinking, you're not in this moment. When you're in this moment, you're not thinking at all. You're present. You're feeling your feelings. You hear the birds, or you hear sounds. But you're not labeling it in any kind of way. But what I'm trying to say is, when you do acceptance, when you say every time I'm in the Gaya Mudra, I am accepting. This automatically means that you are accepting everything that happens, everything that you hear, everything that you say. You might be doing a speech. If you want to do a speech, you could be accepting at the bottom, and you could be saying, hey, I have a really good voice. I look good on camera. When you accept yourself, you got loving thoughts about yourself. You're much more confident about yourself. You accept yourself. You don't need anyone else to accept you in life. So you're much able to be confident. You're much able to be courageous in life, and bold. You're much more able to focus right now instead of focusing in the future, because there's nothing in the future. So if this was the future comes right now, right? And then that right now it's already in the past. It's gone. So you want to be focusing this moment, and the more you focus on this moment, the more sharper your brain is going to be, the more fulfilled you're going to be, the more happy you're going to be, the more joyful you're going to be, and the more successful you're going to be. And all you can do is you can accept this moment for the way it is, because our ego sometimes wants the next moment. So this moment is never good enough for the ego, right? For our false sense of self. This moment is never good enough. There's always some better moment that the ego wants to experience in life. So when you're focused on this moment, this moment is actually what the ego is searching for. It's actually searching for fulfillment in this moment. But it thinks that it can fulfill itself in the future somewhere at a better time. So that never ends. It's always going to keep thinking about the future, that the future is more satisfying than this moment that's currently happening right now. But the honest truth is that happiness is found right now, in the here and now. Fulfillment, confidence, courage, it's all found right now. So the more present you are in life, the more you're going to improve yourself, the more you're going to be able to develop yourself as a person, and the more you're going to be able to reach higher status, become a leader, become emotionally intelligent, a high EQ. You would have a high EQ. You stay away from substances or any type of drug. Caffeine also lowers your EQ levels. So by practicing acceptance of this moment, you're going to be able to cultivate confidence, courage, awareness, leadership, fulfillment, joy. All this comes by accepting this moment the way it is, not following your thoughts, dying to the past, dying to any drugs that you might do. You maybe do. If you do a drug, that's a bad habit. So that's something that you have to let go of. I had to quit cigarettes for myself. I also had to quit caffeine. I went through a roller coaster of emotions in my life for the past 4 months. And to be honest, it was well worth it for me. I'm still enabling myself to get back where I wanted to be in life. But I'm still trying to focus on this moment. I'm accepting. I am staying present. Each day I go smoke free. Each day I go caffeine free. Each day I go Red Bull free. The better and much more courage I have as a person, the more confident I am, the more self-accepting and also the more love I have for myself, the better I look as a person, to be honest. And this all makes me feel really good and comfortable in my shoes, makes me feel content, fulfilled, joyful. Sometimes I have upsetting moments, you know, sometimes like things are not going right, you know, but I just come back to acceptance. I accept what's happening right now. The universe, everything that happens in this world is happening for me. It's not happening to me. It's happening for me. Same as you. It's happening for you. Whatever situations or whatever happened in your life has happened for you. It's not happened to you. You know? That's something I read today in an article, but I read before about that, you know, but it was just a little recap of something to find out again, like a little revision kind of thing. So also I want to say that the universe doesn't make mistakes. Everything that's happened in this life is not a mistake. It's actually good. You know, all these murders, all these suicides, all these abortions, all these kind of whatever's happening in the world, all these heroin addicts and everything that everyone's doing is all good. It's all good because God will not allow this world to be evil. All right, nothing in this world is evil. It's all good. That's just the way I see things. I accept everything that happens in this world, you know, because if I don't accept anything, or if I don't accept something that's happened in this world, that means I'm resisting what is, you know. So, sometimes I don't like, for example, the news, right? I don't watch the news, but I accept what happens on the news. I just don't. I don't allow it for myself to watch it because I get some negative feelings about what happens on the news. But I accept what they're doing. I know it's good. You know, I just don't. I set boundaries for myself, and I don't even watch TV as much as I want, like as much as I did before, because when I watch the TV, I feel lazy. I feel unproductive. You know, so I accept what happens on the TV or all the movies, you know, everything that happens in this world, I'm accepting of it. But sometimes I have to set boundaries for myself because there's a certain goal that I want to achieve in life. And I just feel as though that it's much better for me to not watch the TV and to read a book instead of watching a TV show or something like that. But occasionally I go to the movies sometimes, you know, it's always good to watch a movie. But just to recap, the more you accept, the more confident you're going to be, the more present you're going to be, and the happier you're going to be. Instead of when you start resisting things in life, this is going to pull you back in life. It's going to pull you down in life. You know, if you resist something that's happened or that is going to happen or is happening right now, you're going to be unhappy. You're going to be unhappy. But when you accept it, you're going to feel a weight off your shoulder. Something is just falling off your shoulder and you're much lighter as a person because you accept it. You accept it and it will make you a much better person in the long run, and you'll succeed more than resisting what is. So when you're accepting what is, you're going to succeed much more than resisting what is. All right. So thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed, and yeah, enjoy your day.